right, guys, y'all already know what time it is. It's another episode of Let's Talk About It, and I am the host at LB. I go live each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like clockwork, I interview some amazing entrepreneurs on what got them started, what keeps them motivated in the industry. So let me bring my guests up onto the stage. This love is so beautiful. We've been following each other for a little minute on Facebook. I can't wait for her to introduce her new business. How did she get started? What got her doing what she's doing? So I need everybody, when you enter into the room, please comment, like, and share. If you catch the replay, please share, because sharing is caring and sharing is free. Let's bring Miss Courtney up to the stage. You can't hear me? Make sure your mic is on. Hang on for a second, y'all. She's having a little bit of technical difficulties. Give me 1 second here. Hang on. You see the mic down there? It says it's muted. Let me see. Hang on for a second. Let me mute it and then unmute it. Make sure your volume is up. Make sure your volume is up. Okay, hang on for a second. Let me get Courtney situated. Let's see. You have any headsets? Let me give her a ring, y'all. Y'all hold on. Hang on for 1 second. We are live. 1 second. I'll wait for my moderator to jump in the room. Tell me if everything's sounding good. All right, guys, we're going to try to get her audio fixed here. But in the meantime, in between time, I go live each and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I interview some amazing entrepreneurs on what got them started, what keeps them motivated in the industry. I have had the likes of R&B singers to celebrity makeup artists. The list can go on and on. So if you guys ever want to be on a platform, you are an entrepreneur, please get into my inbox and I will bring you up and on. Let me see. Can you say something, Courtney? Hang on for a second. I still can't hear. She still can't hear. Okay. Hang on. Come on. I'm going to knock you off and then I'm going to bring you back up. All right, guys. So we are live. This is live. This is live. This ain't fake. This is live. So sometimes people have audio issues. So we will get her back on and we will get her fixed. But let me see. Hang on. She said she's okay. Give me 1 second. I swear sometimes certain people that I interview, the enemy it's the trick of the enemy, because when they got great testimonies and things like that, he just don't want them to be heard. Okay, let's see. There we go. See, that's what I was saying. Sometimes we gotta say I said it ain't nothing but the trick of the enemy. When certain people got good testimonies, he be like, I don't want them to be heard. So this is the beautiful Courtney. Courtney, where you at? Chicago?
I'm in Chicago. I'm at home.
The Chi-Town. How's the weather there?
Yeah. It's really hot today. It's 92 degrees, so it's really hot.
Okay. Make sure you share it to your page. I think, did you share it to your page? Live. Matter of fact, don't worry about it if you can't, because you already live. So we gonna get it. Hello, Angela. So we'll wait for some people to come in. I don't even see my little moderator in here. That's my twin sister. She be moderating the room for me. So but let everybody know who you are and where you're from.
So I'm Courtney. I'm from Chicago. So I'm an entrepreneur. I own a hair company and I'm also a natural hairstylist.
Yes. So what got you? Because I know you had like one business and then you stopped it and you started something else. So let's give us the background of why you even got into like the hair. Is it wasn't in hair extensions into the hair extensions business?
So I started selling hair so I could pay for my study abroad classes in college. And it was
Mm.
a side hustle. It was supposed to exist for 3 months and it's been almost 11 years.
Oh wow, wow. So how was that for you? Were you like, did you go through like a wholesaler or did you like private label when you first started, or did you just buy so much and then you just went live and was selling them live?
So when I started, I did drop shipping because I only started my company with $300. So I did drop shipping where my supplier sent it to my customers for me. And then I went from there.
Okay. And did that turn out good for you drop shipping?
It did. It really did. It built a strong relationship with my suppliers as well. So that was like I think the key takeaway from doing dropship.
Mm-hmm. I
But I
used to do drop
like
shipping. Go
my
ahead.
when I got here on hand, I did triple.
You did triple when you got it like on hand. You tripled. Was it because you felt like it was the shipping process and then the customers had to wait, or it was like you get it, they get it, then they get it?
So drop shipping was very easy. It actually was faster than when I actually had my own distribution center. So I feel like it was faster because people had more options for their order. So like I had a lot of customers. I still have a lot of customers in Chicago, and so they were able to get it quicker. And I
Hmm.
pick up service having that option made it where they felt like it was more of a demand, I guess.
Yeah, it was a more demand. It was more like on high on demand for you, and they were sending it because they had more options. So was it going live on their website or your website or both?
So they were ordering through my site, and then I would just send over their shipping information. And so I kept it like very private. Like they didn't have their phone number or emails or anything because I didn't want them to steal my customers either. So
Right, right, right. I mean, I did drop shipping, so I definitely understand what you're saying. So it comes to you, and then you would tell them the address, but it looks like it was least coming from your order, right? So
right,
that they didn't know. Now, well, how it was where I had it set up on certain drop shipping when I did do the clothes, they did have the people address, but they was just so huge that I don't that they didn't take time to steal anybody's customers.
yes.
If that makes any sense.
And you just never know what's going on behind the scenes. My accountant put that in my head. My old accountant, he put that in me. He was like, it's China. That you might want to keep some things private. And I was like, you're right about that because what if they're mailing a flyer to my customers? I feel like
That's
so.
true. That's
I
true.
was like, get my hair on hand and like
Mhm.
do it myself.
Yeah. I noticed that you did. So, what was your first projection of the sales when you first started? Let's get that testimony.
It was just a hustle. So it was just a side hustle. I was really just trying to just make like maybe like $1,000 a month because it was gonna be my spending money while I studied abroad in Madrid. And so I was like, if I could just make an extra 1,000 a month, like that's cool. That's enough. I just wanted to go shopping. I didn't want to do nothing for real. Um, so I guess in that 4 month span, just $4,000, and it's been over $400,000.
Wait, you said in that span it was how much?
It was only supposed to be just like a $4,000 projection, and now it's been over 400,000.
See, won't God do it? Right? Sometimes we got to be so. Sometimes, and it's a good thing because you was just like, if I could just make it, Lord, just so I could just be able to pay the abroad, go do me some shopping while I'm there because I like luxury things, right? And look good, feel good. And then God was like, no, I'm about to blow you, Courtney, because you have no idea what I have in store for you. So that's sometimes so we have to like I say write the vision and make it really, really, really plain. And then even if when we write it, God will write it out a little bit different for us and be like, so because sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, like Stormy, let's say Stormy, for instance, Stormy that got the body glaze, where she just on one live went and broke the TikTok history and made $1 million on one live from some freaking body glaze. But we, if you follow her on a Huntsville, then you would know her testimony, how she went through so much of a struggle and stuff. So sometimes them tears that we be crying and they be falling, girl. That's
sure.
good. I'm so happy for you. So how did you feel when you seen like your actual numbers? You was like, I could do this.
I was like competing with myself. I was like, oh, now beat it, make a million, like do all of that. But I didn't really process like the capacity of what it took to double those sales, like the team
Yeah.
and the funding that it took and all of that stuff. But I felt good. I mean, I felt good. I don't think until I took a business hiatus, I really appreciated it. But it just felt amazing. It was like it just snuck up on me and kind of went from like trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay for this, pay for that, to I could do whatever I want. Like if I had an idea, it was nothing to go and execute it. Like if I need a new website, okay, let's do models, let's do the product. I
Mm-hmm.
execute my visions immediately. It was no need to really like plan and save. I could just do it.
Right. Now, did COVID affect it any?
No, so briefly it did, but it was crazy because during the transition, during COVID, I was transitioning to closing my pickup locations. I had 3 in the city, and I wanted to go all digital. I was just tired of like the pickup process. It was requiring a lot of time and travel because I had multiple locations. So I was on like the work from home tip anyway. Maybe that was God's way of warning me that something was coming. Um,
Mm.
but I wanted to just do our remote workers and everything. So when COVID happened, it was like I just shut down anyway because I needed a break. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but then as like the hotter states start like opening back up, the sales were coming in from like Texas and Atlanta. They were still buying hair like because they were open. But some
Mm.
people was like learning how to do their own sew-ins and stuff like that. So it was like still sales. And I also had pivoted into the PPE. Like I had did this, it was crazy. Like literally my steps are always ordered because I had did like this cold and flu season promotion like
Mm-hmm.
a few years before that. And so I had gave out sanitizers to my customers. And in my storage, I had a huge box of sanitizers
What?
and I made so much money off selling them. Like when I posted them, I didn't even get to post on my platforms. People just was buying them. They was buying all up. They was like, I want 100. I'm like, God, they only got.
See how it's playing? Because you didn't know COVID was coming. You didn't know masks and sanitizer was gonna be like the biggest thing since sliced bread, that they were fighting you for it all over the place. And here you are, got all these. You probably saying to yourself, "Girl, why you buy all these sanitizers and you ain't even give them to the customers?" And then you would turn around, and so that made you a profit. Were you shipping them out from home, like you just bagged them up and was shipping them out from home?
Yep, and I'm a germ freak, so I wasn't letting anybody in my house. So I was nice and healthy. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and ship these out. And I was making sure I take the precautions to make sure I'm not sick or getting any of my customers sick too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good for you. I'm happy for you. So I see you live like in this big old expensive building. So let's pivot. Like, didn't you? So you had didn't you open like an office, if I'm not mistaken?
I did. So I opened my first office. It was downtown. It was in the South Loop neighborhood in Chicago. And then I opened one in the neighborhood where Obama is from, which is Hyde Park. And I had one in Tinley Park, which is like the southwest suburbs.
Hmm. So people would go in there and you had workers and they can buy the hair, or they just ordering it and then you would ship it out.
So the offices were more like, so the downtown office was the main office where me and my team worked together. So that was mainly like customer service. I did the marketing, and then I had people that helped me ship out the orders and prepare the orders for pickup. So pickup was the locations, like the other locations. You could come into the downtown office too, but the High Park and Tinley Park were only pickup locations. So we weren't necessarily housed there unless like I had a day of pickups there, then I would be there.
Hmm.
Um, so it was like buy online, pick up in store, and
Oh,
that's what.
that's good. That's a good idea there. Buy online and pick up in the store. And
Yes,
then and then they do they get like a discount when they pick it up, or it's just
It's the same price, but you would just save, like, on the shipping fee and all of that. Because before I had an office, I was doing pickups out of cafes. And I would, like, you would fill out your pickup form and, like, tell me where you are, and then I would find, like, the nearest Starbucks or something and just meet you there. I wanted to be safe. Like, I don't want to pull up to nobody.
I was saying, how safe was that though? That's what I was thinking.
It was a public place, so it was like in a Target or like Starbucks, whatever. So, it was like people around, and I knew like Starbucks people, they would call the police.
Yeah. But then you gotta be worried. You gotta worry about like crazy people. The world is changing, and there's some crazy people. Okay.
Same.
Yeah, and then you're so beautiful. So we met. I think Facebook. Like, well, I know it's Facebook, but I don't know. We just started following each other out of the clear blue sky. Because do we have mutual friends?
It was like Jamila's lives.
Okay, yeah. You probably
Just
started.
kind of like would comment back and forth to each other, and yeah, we just like developed like this digital friendship, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, which is good. I got a lot of people that way. So, I used to be part of her organization, and then a lot of people still are, I'm not part of that anymore. And a lot of people still are really like my sisters, my great friends, or still follow me via Facebook and stuff from following her as well. Sister said I used to meet all my clients when I first started in a coffee shop for the consultations. I know that's right.
And the people at the coffee shop, I would come at 7 a.m. They just like, hey, Courtney, hey, y'all, let me get my breakfast. Let me get my coffee. Diet was terrible, but I was 21, so who cared?
Mhm.
So, like, I would get all of that stuff. And then, like, when I knew I needed an office, I remember I had hired an assistant. And I had a hair sale, and I had a line out of those people's cafe. And I was like, okay, this is getting a little ghetto. And then we, on top of the line for the hair sale pickups, we had online orders piled up on the floor in the corner with us. Like, I'm like, okay, this is crazy. How much money do I got? Like, let me see what I can afford to do. Like, this is not okay. And so I remember we had to move from one cafe to another. And I had told the manager, like, hey, please, can I just pack my orders in here? I got like 50 orders, and I promise you I'll get out of here and I will buy everybody else something. And so she was like, go ahead, I support a Black business. And I remember one of the baristas like shaded me. She was like, you need to be, if you getting that type of value, you need to be somewhere else. This not a warehouse. And I was like,
Hater.
I'm
And
like,
that's called a hater.
can you make me a latte? No dairy, thanks.
I mean that you know what, to have like 50 people in a line at a cafe after at the coffee shop is crazy. To not even buy no coffee to get hair.
But make sure you buy some so they don't put me out.
Right, that part. They like, are they buying something? You gotta start putting to use the restroom. If you no restroom, no hair buying, you're not purchasing
But
anything. That's
I all basically having breakfast, lunch, and dinner after I was buying stuff, and then I was buying my assistant stuff. And I'm just really good at like building relationships. So it was like, they didn't mind. They liked me. So they was like, we understand. I'm like, I won't be here forever. I found my office in South Loop at that cafe. And I still go up there sometimes in High Park.
That's good. That's good for you, and it's good. My seasoning company one day is gonna just grow so big to where I have like an assistant and like some workers, because that's my biggest goal. You want something to start off just from a thought, then you want it to grow. God allow it to grow, and then you be able to help other people. Help you along the way, and then they can spark their own business. Because this is why I do this podcast. We bring people up, hear people testimonies just like you at 21 making thousands and thousands of dollars just from a drop shipping thought, right? Because you was going abroad, you just wanted $1,000, right? Lord, if you just could grant me $1,000, I'm grateful. And then he blew your mind with such a great. You got a great testimony. I love when people come up here and I don't know anything about what they got going on, because I like to hear it just like everybody else. And kudos for you for just having ambition, right? For going abroad for one, and for two, being smart enough to know I want my own money and thinking of a way how you could get your own money. So now you do hair. Did you go to hair school?
I did. Before we jump into that, I have so many people DMing me right now because I couldn't go live on Instagram.com or Facebook. So they're asking for the link. Can I just post?
Okay, no, I can. You can send the link and let me text you the YouTube link. Hang on real quick.
Okay.
I think
I
I
just
sent
want
it to you.
to post it in my
Got it?
story. It's in our Texas, right?
Yeah, it's in our text message. That's
Okay.
good.
I just want to post it in my story so they can click on because they're like, "Where is the link?" And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, just put it in your thing, and then they can say they could come on via YouTube and watch you. I'm gonna work on getting Instagram. Instagram asks for just a little bit more to be in detail with this StreamYard, but I'll do it. I'll get Instagram up and running.
So
But
don't send them the one you sent me in text. Send them the YouTube.
yeah, send them to YouTube because they'll be popping in this. You can send them to YouTube, and then we're streaming live on YouTube as well.
Okay. Will you send it to me and then I'll copy
Yeah,
it?
let me send it to you again. Hang on real quick, y'all. You guys hit the share button because sharing is caring and sharing is free. While we get Courtney's people up here with her beautiful self, and as she tells her testimony on how she got started and what made her keep going. Still going, y'all. Okay, let me I just sent you the link to the YouTube. So all you gotta share it and then they can go ahead and click on it. We're
Okay.
definitely live right now on there.
Girl, not I just sent you the link.
And then you is crazy. And then tell them to hit a subscribe because I gotta get my subscribers up over there.
Okay, yes, I
Yeah.
will.
So I'll share the link on my own Facebook page too. And then I'll tell them we live. Join us.
Are you recording this too? Like we can have a replay?
Yeah, I'll send it to you too. And then you'll be able to save it from off of the YouTube too as well. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send it to you so you can have it. So you guys, if you joining now, please hit the share button. Let's get Courtney's name out. Courtney, I know somebody got a wife, somebody got a daughter, a sister, a mother, yourself who loves to wear like really nice extensions and stuff. Because I know I do. Okay, I love to get my hair done. I ain't gonna lie. I get my hair done on Thursday. Yeah, my niece is doing my hair. Both of them, they do hair. One owns the salon, and her sister works in there. So kudos for them, and they both got their license as well, and they do hair. You need to network with them.
Yes,
Get up with
for
them since
sure.
you're in Chicago, and then y'all chat because they here in North Carolina. But what she's doing, guys, is she's sharing her live. So you guys hit the share button because sharing is caring and sharing is free.
Okay, I'm just
I'm
posting your
excited to
Facebook
have you on here. Right, let's see.
Okay. I just posted to my
it.
Facebook and Instagram.
What you could probably do is
Because I'm trying to use like my computer to go live over there, but it's literally not letting me. So I don't know. But that's okay. I'm done now.
Uh-huh.
I have to tap back in. Now what was your question? I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, so you transitioned to do hair, or were you already doing hair when you was going abroad? Is that what you went abroad for?
No. So I started doing hair not intentionally. I've always done hair on the side. So it was like something I just did in high school. Like my thing was like the twisties and the rods. That was my like bread and butter. And I was very good at silk press because my cousin, she was like into natural hair care. Like she was working in the salons with natural hair care in like the 2010s. And so she would come home and tell me like, this is what I learned today at work about split ends, about breakage, I know how to blow dry like the Egyptians. I think in New York, y'all probably have the Dominicans. We got the Egyptians.
You got the Dominicans, yeah.
And so she was like, I know how to blow dry like them. She would burn the crap out of me. So, but I learned how to silk press. And so she was like, okay, now do my hair. I'm like, I have no idea how to do your hair. And she taught me. And so when I came back from my business hiatus after COVID, I opened a hair store here in Chicago inside of a salon. I collaborated with my hairstylist. She's been my hairstylist for almost 10 years. She was like calling me like, I miss you. I'm about to open a new shop. And I was like, oh, you should put a hair store in there. She's like, you should put a hair store in there. I'm like, no, because I've been wanting to open a salon. And I was like, I'm like, okay, let's do it. So my birthday was coming up, and that was like my birthday gift to myself. Like, if you're going to come back in business, and I changed my company name too. It was Her Extensions at first. So I was like, if you're going to come back and rebrand, you should come back with a physical location where people could just walk in, no appointments, no nothing. Mm-hmm. Well, while I was at the hair store, and it was also like an apprenticeship to kind of see if I liked owning the salon. So she let me manage it. Even though we were like partners, she let me manage the salon. She didn't do anything like, we split the cost, but she didn't do nothing. I know she enjoyed that. So I got the full on experience from like when the sinks was clogged and we got leaks and all of that. But anyways, when I'm at my hair store, I'm like noticing how damaged the women's hair is. And I've been hearing stuff on social media for years about stylists like being unprofessional and not washing the hair and all of that. And hair care starts at the shampoo bowl because you have to look at the scalp. The scalp is very important because it can tell you a lot about what's going on internally in a woman's body. And I also have a biology degree. So I'm looking like, I know how to fix this. And my hair is really long and healthy too. So I started doing my research. I'm like, okay, let me go. I went to hair school and I'm like, okay, now I'm stylist. So it was crazy because the growth of it, I'm actually on track to be a 6-figure stylist. It hasn't even been a year.
And let me tell you something. It looks like whatever you touch shall prosper. So I'm going to send you some seasonings, and I need for you to just do a little woosah over it.
I can't cook, but I got you. I got you. I can cook a little bit.
It's okay. You know what? That seasoning go on salad. It go on French fries, bacon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it don't have to be. It's amazing on popcorn, the seafood seasoning, and the Cajun. So you'll enjoy it. I'll definitely send you some as well. I'm not just saying that. So now do you do the hair in the salon? Move a little bit closer so we can hear you just a little bit. So you do the hair in the salon and you sell your extensions there?
Yes, so it was so that I did that for 6 months with her, and I'm actually opening my own salon alone by the end of this year. Yes, and I think I just found a building yesterday, so I'm super excited. This guy that I know, he's been really helping me like connect with different contractors and everything. I appreciate that. And so it's exciting. It's really exciting. So yeah, hopefully this is the location. It requires a lot of renovations, but it's perfect. I think it's perfect. I'm gonna do the walkthrough with the realtor later next week. And I just need to feel the energy because then I know like God is confirming. But
that's right.
Yeah, because I saw it online and I was like, okay, I need to go by there, but I had already went by there. And I did. Yeah.
That's good. So you have to get like you gotta have to get like an inspection, right? Just to make sure it's like.
Yes. So for the first time in my entire entrepreneur career, I got a business mentor. She was actually the owner of the beauty school I went to for natural hair. And she's been in business for almost 30 years. And she was like, you need to get, I was just so inspired by her. Like, it's crazy how people just walk past and don't realize this gym. Like, this lady owns the salon and the braiding, like the school. Like, why are y'all not answering her questions? I'm about to pick her brain. And it was crazy because she was like feeding off of me too. She was like, I'm not an internet person. I'm like, oh, I'm all internet. So she was like, so I was talking to her. She's like, you need an electrician, you need a plumber, you need all these people to walk through before you do that. And the guy, he told me the same thing. And so like my stepdad was flipping houses since I was 9 years old and being a landlord. So I've been tearing down walls and baseboards since.
Oh wow.
I know a little bit, but
you can get into that too then. Money is there.
Yes, when you're a woman though, they try to play you. So I need the professionals to walk through. And yes, they will do an inspection and make sure that it's, worth the investment that I'm gonna put in for the build out.
That's good. That's good for you. I'm so happy for you. Then I'll bring you back. When it's
Yes,
up,
bring me back.
up and running, you'll be in the salon, and you can give us a walk around, right?
Yes,
So
for
you
sure. And I'll
started
invite
at
you to the
21.
plant.
How old are you now?
I am 30. I'll be 31 in September.
Won't he do it in 9 years?
Yes.
And two was in a crisis of a COVID. So let's get them two.
Yes.
Good, I'm so happy for you.
Yes, thank you. Yep, I was 19 when I started. And I was 22 when I touched my first six figures. And that house you were talking about, that was one of my dream houses. And so, yep, and that was like my first. Well, my first purchase was I got braces that I need again. And I got the house that I wanted.
Your first purchase was what?
Braces.
Braces. I know that's
Yeah,
right.
I got my teeth fixed. I've let my retainer. I lost it, and now I need them again. But they look better than what they looked before.
At least they ain't getting no veneers.
Oh no, I'm scared. I'm like, I don't. I'd rather be
They
natural.
got some. They got some really veneer horror stories. Some people pulling them out their mouths themselves. I'm
The
like, yeah, them fake veneer tests that ain't even real. Like you don't even know who to go to. Get your booty done. I'm hearing that it's linking and it's stinking. They coming out of the club. They got the BBL smell, and I'm like, what is happening in this world? What is literally, Courtney? I listened to that whole entire TikTok live because I'm like, what is a BBL smell? I was
right.
curious.
They make up any words. It's so
No,
funny.
they saying it because of the linkage and stuff that the girls are not healing and they going out. Now all three of the girls got up and they all smell like the BBL smell. And then one lady had to pull her veneers out of her mouth because it was done with uh glue, cement glue. I'm like, you know what?
Why would you let somebody do that to you? Like, I'm
You
very
didn't
good.
have no clue.
And it's crazy. Like, I just certain things I'm just not gonna do because of the long term effects. Like when I was looking at getting my teeth fixed and all of that, I looked at veneers, but I didn't like the maintenance of it. Like you got to get them, and I think people don't know. Like you got to get those maintenance every 5 years. So if you have money now, I hope you have money in 5 years. And I
Right.
also want my teeth shaved because what if I didn't like the veneers? Now
Exactly. That's true. That's true. Then your teeth is all jacked up. Your teeth gotta live with you the rest of your life, y'all. So if I don't do nothing else, I take it. I might not have the brightest, straightest, but I literally try to take care of the ones that I do have left.
Exactly. And your teeth are connected to your organs. Like you can die if you have a bad tooth infection.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm like, yeah, nah.
Yeah. So where do you see? I always ask two questions, and I'll ask you the first question now. Where do you see yourself like in 5 years? Because you really accomplished a lot, and I could be like your mom, literally. My daughter's like 8 years old. What you said, 30? Yeah, 8 years older than you. So, but where do you see yourself like in 5 years to when you'll be like 35? Did you set yourself like a goal, like because you accomplished so much in your younger years?
Yeah, so within that time, just basically owning salon locations. My salon will also be a traditional salon and salon suites. So I might just do another salon suite location, maybe not a traditional salon because that's what hairstylists are desiring and even some clients. But definitely in the salon space.
Mm-hmm.
Probably writing more books for entrepreneurs. A lot of people ask me to do consulting again, but I'm not gonna do consulting again. It takes up a lot of time. And being a stylist now, my clientele is at 53% capacity, and it's only been a few months. So
Oh
when
wow.
season rolls around in September, I don't see myself having openings. So
Yeah.
it's gonna
That's
be
good.
doing hair, still taking care of hair for women. Going into hair care products, I'm working on a hair growth oil, and it's going to be tailored to different hair types because I'm noticing that a lot of people are just making hair oils for growth, but you have porosity levels and all of that to consider, dandruff and not dandruff. Like even when I shampoo, I don't use the same products. So hair care line, still selling hair, of course, all over the world. And maybe a writer. and more public speaking. I like to do interviews and stuff like that to inspire people. And hopefully married with a baby.
I know that's right. You better throw that child up in there in some marriage.
Yes.
Wait though, wait and let God let him find you, right? And then you wait for God to plant all that seed because just say wait. That's all I say. At the at the end of the day, it's about you and it's about what you want to leave. Like if you do have children, what you want to leave, like your legacies and things like that. And it's a great foundation for you to start. So, do you feel like there's not a lot of great hairstylists in Chicago, or you just built like a great platform to where a lot of people you built up a lot of trust in a lot of people, so that's why they come and you're so booked and busy.
Heavy on the book and busy. I think that there are a lot of great hairstylists in Chicago. Sorry, my phone is like blowing up and it just dropped. But yes, I think it's a lot of great hairstylists in Chicago. It's like some people I'm gonna take their class because I'm like, oh, this is cute, and I want to, I don't want my clients just when it's protective style season to like leave.
Mm-hmm.
So and I know that they don't like going to other people because the reason they come to me is because I'm taking care of their natural hair in between those installs or under those installs. So I've added extension services to my category now, to my catalog. But I think that people are coming because I am solving the problem. Any business you start, you have to be like solution oriented to see that success. So like yeah, so I think that I just understand them, and I get understanding my customers from my hair company.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I separated myself from like the competition, just really knowing what people needed and wanted. And so like my hair company, when it was her extensions, it was known for my customer experience, how I treated people, my positive attitude. I didn't play with people, so I built that trust with them. Whatever I buy, I have a list of thousands of women that will pull up and purchase. So,
Okay.
like a lot of my clients, like I've been following on Instagram for years, or I've been buying hair since 2015, 2016. I'm like, wow. And like, I might remember their name because I'm so involved in my business. And like, if you shop a lot, I remember something about you.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
true. That's true. That's true.
understanding the people and their needs and doing
Mm-hmm.
the research in whatever is like an open necessity in the market, filling it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. When I sell to people, I will remember them as well. And I just feel like it's important. Customer service takes you a long way. It's
Yeah,
not really what you're selling. It's about the customer service and the experience that'll make people come back and make people talk about you. Word of mouth. Like word of mouth goes a long way. That's part of marketing too. I
yes.
hear like, oh, hang on, I'm trying to figure out where am I headed?
Okay.
But okay, so let me ask you a whole nother question. If you had to like motivate someone, it don't have to be about hair. It doesn't have to be about like what you're doing. What would you say to somebody that's listening that's what maybe now or even catch the replay to inspire them to step out and do what they need to do? What would you say?
To just start, me and Mari, she did my hair and makeup for the interview. We were just talking about like, you know, decision paralysis, where you are so scared to make a decision, you just freeze up. And we were just talking about just start. And like what I learned when I went on my business hiatus, I was working in corporate operations. And I learned a lot.
Hang on, y'all. She a little frozen. Hang on. Let me remove her and then let me add her back. That sometimes helps. Hang on. See, she was probably gonna say something good. She'll come back, y'all. Hang on. I'll see when she pops back in. Maybe it's a service. But that's what happens when you're about to say something good. I thank everybody for joining. If y'all joining, please hit the share button because sharing is caring, sharing is free. She was just about to give some good old advice. It ain't nothing but the tricking enemy because he hate for people to come up here and give good advice. He don't like that at all. So let me see. Let me see what happens to him. Hang on, she'll come back. You are amazing. Keep going. Yes, she is, sister. She is definitely amazing. So let me see. She got knocked off real quick. Let's see if I can bring her on back. I thank everybody for joining. We go live each and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Send her a text. She's in love. To be 21 and to make six figures, and then all she wanted to do was just make some extra money to go abroad, and then she just went. God blew her mind to have just sanitizers. Let's see, here she go. I'm giving her testimony over. I'm just telling everybody catching the recap. I said she was about to say something good. That's what it is. You, it's me. The oil is over here on this side, and some people that I have, when they're about to say something or I swear, I kid you not. And we're not gonna give the enemy all the credit, but it's just what it is. Every time I'm to interview somebody and they gonna have something really, really that's gonna be expiring for somebody else, or they might come up here that's gonna say something to change somebody else's life. Mm-hmm. They get kicked off. They can't come on. I can't hear them. They can't log on. So go ahead and say what you want. So what you was gonna say.
So you were asking what I say to somebody who needs inspiration for being motivated, right?
Yes.
So me and Mari, we were talking about decision paralysis and how people just we just overthink the process, and it's not that serious. That's why I haven't owned a salon yet. People are like, well, why? I'm like, I don't know if it's for me. It's a lot of management, a lot of my in-person time and all of that. So I learned that when I worked in corporate operations for one of the top security companies in the country, that you need to just start and then you can continuously improve over time. Like you need to start with a plan and a strategy, test that. And once it's working, you need to go in with your improvements and closely monitor what you're doing. So yeah, just getting started, thinking it through enough and then starting, because you will never start if you're waiting for the perfect time. It doesn't exist.
That's come on, say the last part again. It just don't exist.
The perfect time doesn't exist.
It doesn't. And then people be like, "Oh, I want to do it when I'm 20." No, do it now. So when you at that age, you could sit back and relax and glide with it. That's what I would.
And I always tell people, this is the youngest you will ever be. Like me owning a business at 19 versus 30, my energy is not the same and my interests aren't the same. I don't want to work all day, every day. I want balance. I want to be able to go out with friends, travel, date, like do those things that Courtney likes to do. Because when I was younger, it was intentional though too. And I knew that I would eventually make more time for socializing and dating and those things. But I knew like right now I needed to build the foundation because I wouldn't have this energy again. And then I wouldn't, like, kids wasn't a priority, marriage. I was like, I'm just locked in with my goals because my situation was really, really stressful financially. And I was sick of it. And I knew I didn't want to be older going through it. So I just did what I had to do. So this is the youngest you're going to be. You need to just start now because I think a lot of people don't realize like how important good health is. And when you get older, you don't know what diseases you might genetically inherit or anything. Like my sister has lupus so bad. Who would ever that she thought was the flu is a autoimmune disease.
I pray for your sister because lupus ain't no joke. So, I definitely pray for healing for her. But I will contest and agree with you. Like, I mean, people leaving this earth at a rapid rate at a young age. People not living. My mother's 85. People not living to be my dad's or my grandmother's or my mom age. They so if you're going to do it, why not start now? Exactly. I agree with you. And, it behooves me how people will, behooves me how people would want to get up. I work a regular job. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm putting so much into the Millie seasoning. I come up here, I get up early in the morning, I clock out, I got to get ready, I jump on here, but I want other people to win. I want to see myself win, right? About to hit the road, I gotta go to Georgia, do another vending, and then come back and then wake up in the morning, do it all over again. But it will pay off. And the only reason it's gonna pay off is because I'm as long as the God allows me to plant these feet on a solid ground and get up in my right same mind, that means he says you can keep going, right? The day he makes me don't have no mobility in my limbs, then that means he's saying it's time to stop. But until then, I think what you just said, just start. Just start.
Start by starting.
Start by starting. Come on, that should be a t-shirt. We should make that t-shirt. Start by
yes,
starting.
I love the quote yesterday. You said tomorrow. Like, that's one of my favorites. It holds me accountable. Like, oh no, you need to do this now. And I learned over the years, like, just like stress management. People always say like, oh, that's not a real thing, but it is. Like, stress management is a real thing, and we need to learn, like, it's hustle culture, right? So everybody's like, oh, I need to just hustle this way. No, you have to take care of your body. Like I said in the beginning of our interview, my diet was really, really bad, like in the beginning of my business. And it caused my skin to be bad and all types of stuff. And now I'm like, no, I just got a chemical pill from Chloe the other day at Smile Wink and Blush. And then I was like, I'm doing that monthly. I'm like making sure I get massages because I stand up so much, and just
That's right.
I got a personal trainer, like making sure that I take care of myself because I give so much to my brands.
That's good. That's good. I'm not eating chicken for 30 days. And I didn't know how much me loving chicken. I don't eat pork or whatever. I eat beef every now and then. I like turkey wings and turkey sausages and stuff, but I didn't know how much me not eating chicken would make me feel better. And somebody in the comments, when I said no chicken for 30 days when I first posted, she said, oh, well, it's good for you because it has more hormones than a human. And I didn't really understand, like, okay, more hormones than a human, but now I can understand what she means because I do feel a lot better. So I might just go a little bit longer for, I really don't eat a lot of things like other people. I don't eat collard greens. I don't eat salts, right? All these other weird, I'd say weird, but people love it. Cheese. I don't eat any of that. And so health wise, I'm good, right? But just because I'm thinking health wise, I'm good, and I could go to the doctor. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have none of these things. I'm a good weight. Sickness can come on me. Like your sister thought she just had a flu and now she has full blown lupus. So
Right.
it's at the end of the day, taking care of yourself and work-life balance is a great thing to do. So kudos for you for saying, I started young, I'm still young, but I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna still mingle.
Right.
And then I'm gonna come back, wake up, and handle my business like a boss. Who
Yes.
say wear
We start.
sneakers and heels?
Huh? I'm sorry.
Who said you can't wear sneakers and then heels?
Exactly, because I'm a heel girl. I love heels. I
I know you
have
do.
because I do hair. Like when I started doing hair, I was like, oh, I need to change my shoe collection. I can't wear this. But yes, and I started a health and wellness company, and I just simplify health and wellness. Like I've always had a personal trainer since I got in business, pretty much. Just because in the beauty industry, you have to maintain a beauty standard. So
That's right.
and I had a lot of stress. So like I like to box, and so boxing was like my outlet for my. And boxers have a really strict diet because if you don't have energy, you're gonna get knocked out. But so when COVID happened, I gained a bunch of weight. I gained 60 pounds sitting in quarantine.
I
Exactly.
feel you on the weight gain.
Yes.
Not 60, but I feel you on the weight gain.
I lost it all, and like my new trainer, he's so good. He's such a drill sergeant, but I love him. He's sweet. I tell him like, I want a body recomposition where it's like, shape the fat kind of. So like I lose this fat in certain areas. I wanted to go here, and so he's been really good with helping me with that. And so like my fitness company is called Baby Steps to Fit brand on Instagram, and I wrote an ebook. about all of the knowledge that my personal trainers gave me over the years, and it has a 30-day meal calendar for weight loss.
Mm.
And it was inspired by my followers on Instagram. They were like, what? Like, I would just post my day, like, you know, what I'm doing, what I'm drinking, like my hair growth and all of that stuff. And they would be like, what are you doing? I'm like, what my trainers taught me years ago. And so I was like, if they want this information, now I'm going to capitalize. And so
I know that's right. Ebook sell. The digital platform sells more, believe it or not, than a physical tangible item to sell. Digital will make you millions.
Once you make that digital product, you literally are done with the production cost of that, if any.
That's right.
And so, like, it took me a minute too, so that's why I sold it. But I didn't make it expensive; it was very affordable, and that makes your audience more serious when you put a value on it, a price on it. And so, yeah, so the book sold so many copies that I started a fitness company.
You know what? I ain't gonna hate on you, girl. It's like every now and then you meet like this one, you just meet a handful of people, not a lot of people, but a handful that can put their mind to something. Like, you know what? I just woke up and I feel like I want to grapes.
Mhm.
Grapes, girl. You can find a grape at any grape store. You know what? My grapes are going to be special because my grapes are going to be sweeter. And then here you go. You launched the in a few months. I sold almost 6 figures worth of grapes. You know, you like one of those like people. But you because you know your parents.
Yes.
Your parents. Do they go to church?
No, not really. Like, my mom is the Easter church goer, but she probably watching. I'm sorry,
Not the
Mom.
Easter church going. Hey, mom got to go a little bit more than Easter. I'm just saying because sometimes, but we don't. You know what? We are the church because we are the church, right? People,
Right.
you know, going into the house. I love church. If you can see, I love church. I love everything about God, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, all of that, right? All of that, all of those things in one. And I mean, me personally, I go to church, but we are the church. Church lives inside of us. And the only reason I ask that question is because we don't know the prayers that your mama and your father is praying for you. Are you the only? No, you're not the only child. You said you have a sister.
Mm-hmm.
2 sisters. But your grandmother might pray, and your grandmother and grandmother and grandmother before that, or your fathers, because you know, people become very fruitful, right? Because, and then you might be a giver, you might like to give, you have a pure heart and a sound mind. See, so I always say you got to be very mindful of who you treat and how you treat people, because you might be entertaining an angel and God might be testing you. God only blesses, he don't bless no mess. Okay, and I'll take that to my grave. And he blesses, he knows, like he will pour out a blessing that you don't even have room to receive.
Absolutely.
And like you said, you was going abroad and all you wanted was $1,000, and now you made so many figures. You bought hand sanitizers because you wanted to put it in the customer's bag, and COVID wasn't even nowhere in the fruition, like our fruition. We didn't even think of COVID. We wouldn't even think of hand sanitizers. Maybe just a little one put in your purse, because if my twin sister on here, she's a hand sanitizer queen before COVID, right? But at the end of the day, now you saying, oh, haha, I got all these hand sanitizers in these boxes in here. Then you be able to make figures off of the hand sanitizers. Then you wanted to just see what mentorship was like, going into the salon with the next chick. And now you doing that, and now you booked and you're super busy. You went, let me do a drop off, pick up here at the coffee shop, 50 people waiting in the line, not even to get coffee, but to buy freaking hair. So cool. You know what? Why I'm saying all of that, everybody else know, if you catch the replay or you're on here now, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly all that you even ask or hope for, right? And sometimes it's got to touch your heart. And people don't understand that, you know, we look at the outer appearance, but God traces the heart. And he blesses you because you must have a pure heart. He not gonna bless you if you know your heart not pure. So I wish nothing but the best for you. I really do, and I mean that sincerely. Yes. Because you must have a pure heart.
Yes, and though my mom didn't go to church, she always had me, like, in Catholic school. I went to private school, so I was always around Jesus. And so I'm the one that prays. She'd be like, your relationship with God is like inspired. I'm proud of you. Look, I'm gonna go to church. We all get a smoking section. But she is
Well,
very
I got relationship.
yeah, but she's very intuitive. Like if I'm sick, like, and I didn't tell her, she'll call like, I just had a feeling something's wrong with you. And my mom is the sweetest person, so she definitely knows the power of prayer. I would say that for sure. And she's a positive person. So like, she tried, but it's just like I remember when we was little, we went to church, but as we got older, it just kind of wasn't like a routine. But I explored God for myself because I really like wanted to be successful. And I'm like, people say that you be like blessing people. So can you like help me? So it kind of started as like a foundational relationship with God. And then I started like,
that's what prayer is.
yeah, reading the Bible and like, studying for myself, kind of interpreting it and like kind of watching the signs, like him confirming like his realness. And I knew for myself, like, no, God exists. I have a bunch of miracle stories like that. People will be like, "What?" Yes, I do. So yeah, I technically got to met you at church. It was online, but
You said what?
I said I technically kind of met you at church. It was online, but we met there.
Yeah, you met me during the organization.
Got it. But yeah, so it's just like I'm definitely a praying person, and I try to be good to people. When I feel like something's one-sided or something, I move away because people will try to take advantage of kindness. They take it as weakness, and I'm definitely not weak. And I know more than what I speak on. So like I might see something and just either I choose to speak on it or I don't, depending on how I value our relationship.
That's good for you. Now, when's your birthday?
It's September 2nd.
Oh, September 2nd. So you're a Libra?
Virgo.
No, a Virgo. Okay, Virgo's got good heart.
Yes,
I can rock them.
Yes.
And your mom's a Virgo?
Yep, 5 days apart.
Okay, cool. Wow. Okay. When you're done with this, I wanted to mention that you get to put all your links here. So put your link to your if you're selling the hair, you can put your link to your book, and then everything when we're off, you can put all your links so people know how to find you. I want to get the link too for the ebook that you got. I'll read it and everything like that. So you
So
guys, huh?
It's all distributed through Level Extensions. Level Extensions is my new name for her extensions. So it's everything's on there. See the ebook. You will see how to book me to do your hair, how to purchase hair, all on one site.
Okay, good. Yeah, you can put that when we're done. So you guys, this is because we're about to wind down. I won't go past an hour because it is on a Tuesday, but I got to shout out Millie Seasoning because Millie Seasoning is now selling on Amazon.com. Millie Seasoning is everything you need. It's in one bottle. It's flavored done the old-fashioned way. We have garlic and herbs, seafood, Cajun, all purpose, and we make a chicken fry fresh to order. We sell 2 popcorns, which is amazing. The seafood seasoning on one popcorn and the Cajuns on the other at the live events. It's not just a seasoning, it's a healthy choice because it's made with no sodium, only all natural ingredients, which is healthy for you. If you are in the Georgia surrounding areas this weekend, come in, join me at the Rex in Conyers for the back to school event. I will be there on Saturday. I believe it's from 12 to 4, but I'll put the flyer back up. So that's Amazon.com. The website is millieseasoning.com. Save 10% at checkout. Use code SAVE10. Your taste buds will thank me later. So I always shout out my business.
You better.
Let everybody know where to find you at before we go.
So I'm mostly on Instagram. My Instagram is just Call Me Her, and my hair company's Instagram is Level Extensions. My personal Instagram is also like where you will see like my work to get your hair done. And my fitness company is Baby Steps to Fit brand on Instagram.
I too used to box when I lived in New York, right? I had those hands. I was a really good literally. I'm from Flatbush, but they used to call me Mike Tyson, because girl, when I say I knew how to fight, I knew how to fight. So I too was a boxer, not physically, but definitely physically.
Right. Like if need be, I mean, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
In the street form. That was my past life because I probably would need Dr. Hill, leave, Tyler,
Me too.
a shot, all of that. Don't bite me now.
Look, me too.
My body was so bad, I didn't know what would happen. But it's been such a love to come on and join me. I really want the best for you. I know everything that you touch shall prosper because your testimony is amazing. Your salon, you come back after you open it, getting it all up and running. We could do a little tour. You could talk about how's it going. Make sure you put your link here. You can find this on YouTube, but I'll definitely share the link with you when it's over. You guys, this is Let's Talk About It. I am the host of LB. This is the one and beautiful only Courtney, right? And look how beautiful. But no, you're really, really beautiful, Courtney. Courtney has a great old style about her. Courtney likes to dress, like Sadell likes to dress, but Courtney keeps it all nice and neat. Not one strand of hair be out of place like mine. But kudos to you for wanting more and reaching the compliments. What you was gonna say? Accomplishments.
I was gonna say you need to come to the grand opening for the salon. If I gotta
Of
come
course.
and take you and pay for you to come here to do media coverage, I will.
Yeah, I do hosting in Long Island, and then she's about to have a screenplay here, so I'll be the host for the stage play. I do like motivational keynote speaking and stuff like that. But yeah, you have the grand open. I'll definitely hold that mic and have everybody cracking up. We'll have a grand old time. And I've never been to Chicago. I believe Sister's been to Chicago, but wherever I would go, she would go. So we're on our way to Aruba next month.
I'm going to Aruba for my birthday, so that's fun.
When you go to
I'm on Labor Day this year. Yeah, so I'll be in Aruba. Mm-hmm.
So you're flying?
You cutting out. I'm sorry.
Are you flying there? Are you flying?
Yes.
Wait a minute, hang on.
Flying.
Are you flying to Aruba? Are you flying?
Yep, I am. Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, we're going on a cruise. So we're going to 4 islands. So we're doing Miami, then we'll be in 4 islands. We're gonna have a blast, just me and her. We're gonna live it up. We're gonna just do a twin thing. It's just gonna be amazing. She's doing here now. She says she would come. I would come as well. I love shots, and I told you.
Come on, everybody is welcome. It's definitely gonna be a time, and it's gonna be monumental for sure.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you, Courtney. I really truly mean that. All right, guys, we are out. Catch me next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Set your notifications so you do not miss an episode. We do this so entrepreneurs can allow everybody that want to start a business, like Courtney just said. If you didn't catch it, she said just start, right? It starts with starting, and I will contest to that. If pray on it first, because her business ain't your business. My business ain't your business. Mind your business. Now, I'm
drink water and mind your business.
And drink water.
Alkaline.
Mind your business. Take your
and make sure you don't. And make sure you don't got dandruff. Make sure your scalp not itching while you're in my business.
Right. Mind your business, take your vitamins, drink alkaline water, and start your business. All these things begin with business, and may you be in the blessing business. And Sister said, many blessings, Courtney. I thank you for joining, guys. We are out of here. Y'all know we just joking because Sister put the crying faces. All the blessings, and we want all your business to be successful. Anything that you put your mind to, just go out and do it. Like she said, it doesn't matter what. I mean, if you're young, please start. If you're older, just still start. It just begins with starting, and then allow God just to do the rest if it's meant to be. And we are out of here. Peace.
Send me that seasoning.
Okay, you gotta text me your address. I'll put your link. Okay.
Okay, I will.
Guys, bye.